Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Demo Jam from the AppExchange. My name is Alexandra Radovanovic, and I'm a Salesforce MVP, and I'm excited to say that my co-hosts for today are Joshua Hoskins and Amanda Nelson from AppExchange. So today we have an exciting team. It's Sales App, and if you want to follow us along, you can do that on live, or you can do it on Twitter with the hashtag DemoJam. Today we have an amazing list of participants that include LeanData, Valorex, Ambition, TaskRay, GetAccept, and Traction Complete. So Joshua, can you tell us the rules of the Demo Jam?
Absolutely. The rules are the same as they've always been. Each Demo Jam contestant will get 3 minutes and only 3 minutes to be able to give us an awesome demo showing all the coolest functionality they have, because they're all competing. And there's going to be one winner, and all of the Demo Jam contestants aren't allowed to use any slides. So you're actually seeing the product working in real life, in the flesh. Can't wait for this Demo Jam. That's it. Those are the rules.
Awesome. So let's bring our first contestant. The first one is Ambition. So Ambition's revenue performance platform is the leading coaching and gamification software for the world's smartest companies. Whether you are across the sales floor or work from anywhere, you get the tools you need to coach your teams, motivate performance, and hold reps accountable. Today with us, we have Mark Midwaters, VP Enterprise and Strategic Accounts. Mark, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, your time starts now.
Oh, we don't see his screen yet. Let's give it one moment and then we can get it going. Joshua, you want to stop presenting?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, we see your screen. Okay, go ahead. Good luck.
All right, thanks. Well, hi, everybody. I am Mark from Ambition. Excited to be part of this Demo Jam. Let's start with the problems that we are solving. In this remote work from anywhere world 2022, the three main problems that we are solving, first around culture. For revenue performance teams, culture in a remote hybrid world is a huge challenge. Because that's a huge challenge, two things are happening. Productivity is declining and turnover is increasing. We've all heard about great resignation, great reshuffle. We'll enter Ambition revenue performance management for metric-driven teams. What we are looking at here is Travis Truitt, a manager on one of these teams. What Travis sees when he comes in to Ambition is he's landing on a scorecard focused on a good day and a good month. What this does is it takes the most important KPIs to Travis's role, in this case, his team, and tells him if he is on track. What Ambition is doing is creating accountability and encouragement at scale. So for Travis, he is accountable to his daily activities and his monthly objectives. But Travis has a big team. He's really busy. He needs to understand who on his team is pulling their weight and how he can coach them better. So in this example, Aaron Thomas is on his team. Let's drill down to Aaron, who is a senior business development rep focused on creating new pipeline. So in that frame of accountability, Aaron now has her scorecard, her objectives, her metrics relevant to her role, where she can see how she compares to other people on her team or across her company. But once we have that foundation of accountability, it's all about encouraging more of the right behaviors. So for Erin, in this case, let's imagine that she is part of a pipeline generation initiative in her business development role. Well, she's participating in competitions around that pipeline. And when she wins, she would be awarded an accolade, or perhaps when anyone hits a certain threshold of pipeline, they are recognized in this digital trophy wall here inside of Ambition, which she could share on LinkedIn or post to her other socials. When we have this foundation, though, then we're going to amplify it. So we can put it on live TVs.
30 seconds.
What you'll see here in a live TV is now Susan just hit a goal, and wait for it. Her Rocky theme song plays to celebrate her win. Now, it's not just about TVs. Most teams in a remote anywhere world are living in something like Slack. So we also push the same recognition to a Slack channel. And here Sergio has Power Rangers celebrating the new meeting he set. That wraps up your 3-minute intro to ambition, accountability, and encouragement at scale for your metric-driven teams.
Thanks, Mark. I really like all the visualization combined with analytics and especially the celebration. We all love that. So Joshua, will you tell us who's next?
Yes, absolutely.
But first, we have to ask an audience question, you guys.
Do we have any questions?
Yes,
absolutely.
We do.
Let's go.
We always get questions because this audience is awesome. Also, if you have questions, post them in the chat. We will jump to them as soon as we can. You can also ask them on Twitter at #DemoJam. So the first question is for Mark. What kinds of companies and sales organizations are using Ambition?
Yeah, the types of companies using Ambition are typically enterprise sales orgs that are focused on holding accountable to that good day or bad day. So think about business development reps, SMB account executives, mid-market account executives. And once that foundation is set, usually the organization is recognizing other roles within the company that have that type of clarity that they can coach, that they can celebrate, and create more of that, again, accountability, encouragement at scale.
Great, thank you.
Right. Awesome. Are we ready to go to the next one now, Amanda?
I'll think about it. Yes.
All right, let's keep the train moving. Next up, we've got GetAccept. GetAccept is Salesforce's native app where reps can assemble and share personalized digital sales rooms for deals, engaging buyers throughout the sales process from quote all the way to the e-sign contract. Reps can track, document engagement, uncover hidden stakeholders when sales content is shared, and centralize all the buyer and seller communication in one single hub. Companies leverage GetAccept's digital sales room platform for Salesforce to provide prospects and customers with a highly unique and personalized buyer experience and ultimately close more deals faster. With us today, we've got Jason, who's just going to show us how to do all of that in 3 minutes or less. Jason, are you out there?
I am indeed. Thank you for the introduction, Joshua. That was perfect.
And can we see your screen?
You can see my screen, the immortal words. Can you see my screen?
Yes, exactly. All righty then, your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Jason Baskran. This is GetAccept, and in 180 seconds, I'm going to take you from what is this to I want this. GetAccept is a native integration with inside Salesforce, and right now, if you are sending collateral and contracts to customers via email, stop it. What I'm going to show you is going to really change your experience with a customer and also for your seller. You can send documents for tracking, but also for signing. And in this example right now, I'm going to send you a document for signing. What's super easy is I can pick Fiona as the recipient. I can either choose to have her as a signer, an approver, or a reviewer, and can have multiple people in a signing flow. In this example, I'm going to select a document as I build my digital sales room to actually build it with a beautiful GetAccept template. This is mobile optimized, so whichever device this is looked upon, it's going to look great. Finally, I bring in my related files as I build my digital sales room, and I pick a Salesforce generated CPQ to ensure that all the information comes in as seamlessly as possible. Within this environment, I can also connect to any other tool if I wish. Roles, fields, merge fields all come in automatically. So again, the administration is next to nothing, as well as pricing tables. I'm now ready to prepare my send out. This has taken me very little time, and I now have information regarding the document name, the expiry date, as well as the value, and I have my smart reminders on to make sure that my customers and my sellers are having the best experience. To make sure I stand out amongst the crowd, I make sure I record a video to personalize this in a better way with a 3, 2, 1 countdown. I say, hi, my name is Jason Baskran. I'm from GetAccept, and behind me is a proposal for you to review. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat, or feel free to invite people to this digital sales room, and I'll be happy to help them. See you soon. Bye-bye. So I put this on my document. It's very clear to my recipient what I want for them to do, and I am now good to go. The idea here is to personalize, to digitize, and to speed up the process of sending documents. I now send the document off to Fiona, which is my recipient here, and this is sent by email and text. What's great is we flip the table. We now go to Fiona's view. She is greeted with this video message, which explains what she needs to do. In this digital sales room, she can see information regarding link blocks to get information to book more time with me or see our products and services. The digital sales room brings things to life with GIFs and animations, as well as video. I have my pricing table, as well as fields that Fiona can fill in, and actually send back to Salesforce seamlessly. No administration needed. If Fiona wants to invite anyone here, she can click the invite button, and this will ensure that people again brought back into Salesforce with no administration, and we can start their lead journey again. If Fiona has any questions, the chat is here on the right-hand side, and she may ask a question regarding automation, the product, the service, pricing, or anything like that. But what I want to show you now as I round off my 3-minute intro to the world of GetAccept is actually what the seller sees inside the Salesforce environment. They receive notifications all the time so they can stay on top of the deal. They see where Fiona is focused, which pages are important to her. So gone are the days of ringing up a customer saying, oh, hi, yeah, I just want to see how things are. No, now you can actually go to the point and say, I know what you're looking at, and I really want to help you out. You can see if people have been invited to the digital sales room, as well as the comments.
30 seconds.
Here she's asked a question, I give my answer, and I respond easily. Think of this as iMessage for your Salesforce environment, and you're pretty much there. The biggest issues facing businesses right now is speed and customer experience. GetAccept does that with video, chat, and a digital sales room. That's the end of my demo jam. Thank you.
Awesome. Sounds like you had a timer in the background. Well done. Lots of practice. And God, I gotta tell you, 180 seconds, I'm sold. You have your next customer. What I love about your tool is you're able to show the video engagement. That is super customizable, and I love that it's unique, right? It's definitely that personalized experience. The whole pointing to things makes it interactive, and all that document and communication is one place. The one other thing that I like about the tool as well is everything's in that centralized location. So therefore, if you were to pass maybe a services engagement, a deal over into delivery, all that information is in the conversations that happen, the interactions and negotiations are all kept there, so that the delivery team can easily access it from one tool. So that's very, very helpful for every user of Salesforce in the environment with GetAccept. So thank you so much for that demo, Jason.
Thank you, Joshua.
Amanda, what questions out there do we have for GetAccept?
Yes, that was a great demo. Almost as good as Jason's mustache, which we talked about for at least 2 or 3 minutes before we started the webinar today. It is real. If anyone was wondering,
not a filter.
4 months in the making. Jason, the question is, does GetAccept work with Salesforce CPQ?
It does indeed. Yes, in the demonstration, I brought in a Salesforce CPQ generated document. So that easily goes into either the body of the digital sales room or as an attachment as well. So you can do some really cool stuff there. But like I said, if there are other tools that are being used, GetAccept works in concert with all of those. So it's a really, really cool feature. And ultimately, the idea is keep the reps, keep the business people inside the CRM and Salesforce, and that's where they should be.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks for confirming on the mustache. I did have questions. Now with a closer look, I can confirm it's real.
Thank you so much.
Alex, who do we have up next?
Well, let's keep rolling. It's getting hotter and hotter here. So next one is LeanData. LeanData is the leader in revenue orchestration solutions. They connect data to the right people so the reps can get the leads, contacts, account, and opportunities they need to close more deals and drive more revenue faster. Build, track, and manage complex workflows on the fly with code-free automation that's completely customizable to your growth needs. And we know that in a low-code world, this sounds very tempting. So today with us, we have Brian Carr, solution consultant. So Brian, are you ready?
I am. I'll pull up my screen. Right, and let me just move a few things out of the way and I will be ready to go.
We see your screen. Please tell us what's about with Lean App. Your time starts now.
Awesome, thanks. So sales and marketing operations teams are constantly focused on developing and maintaining how their revenue teams go to market. And at LeanData, we know that you have different sales and marketing automation platforms, different data intelligence layers, and all of this is feeding into Salesforce to help facilitate that process. Now, what LeanData offers is a way to basically connect the dots within that Salesforce ecosystem and ensure that your go-to-market strategy doesn't rely upon manual processes or support from IT. And how we do this is through our no-code orchestration platform, which is what we're going to actually be going through the demo with today. Now, what you're seeing here is us taking a lead as it comes in and effectively routing and getting this out to that assigned individual and moved into that outbound kind of cadence that's based upon your go-to-market motions. And what we know is for most companies, this is either some form of a ABM or an inbound velocity-based approach. We'll focus on that inbound velocity for today's demo. Now, in the middle here, kind of as that lead starts off, what we're going through is that different filtration and validation, maybe sending that lead out to ZoomInfo, Dun & Bradstreet, or whatever that enrichment layer might be with your business. And then going through that deduping and that matching process, which is really where LeanData's fuzzy matching algorithm thrives. So when it goes through that, if it creates a match, we can then actually route this out to that assigned owner if there's open opportunities or based upon any sort of territory or product segmentation that your business might have. But if there is no match, this is where that inbound velocity motion is going to come into play. So we'll round robin that off, assign it to a new owner based upon a pool of individuals. Through our integration with Slack, we'll be able to send a direct notification to that new lead owner about the new lead that's been assigned, track SLAs around how quickly that lead has then been managed, and then even drop that into a sales loft cadence or other types of outreach kind of platforms like Outreach or even high velocity sales. And this is where that no code interface comes into play, where we just drag and drop, move that new high velocity sales cadence in, and then now we're using these building blocks to then move them into that outbound motion for your teams. And why this is ultimately so important is you're able to leverage all of these different building blocks to manage the flow of leads as they come in through that inbound funnel and make sure that they're being actioned upon as quickly as possible. And this doesn't stop with just leads. So from these building blocks, LeanData enables you to manage your entire customer lifecycle. And this is any object within Salesforce, whether it's contacts, accounts, opportunities, cases, or any custom object that you might have. We're able to then route and manage that with this. And because it's 100% native to Salesforce, you're then able to go through and provide insights into the health of that whole go-to-market motion and strategy through dashboards like this one, which you can send out to a sales manager, where they can drill into their team and see how quickly their different individuals are meeting those SLAs for that speed to lead. Now, with Salesforce at the core of that go-to-market strategy that your business has, LeanData helps orchestrate and create a solution for your sales and marketing operations teams to go out and hit their team's growth targets. Thanks.
Amazing and right on time. And I really like your demo. You actually show us how that whole Salesforce flow goes. Oh, sorry, Salesforce flow go because and a lot of leads are coming, and a lot of companies that don't know how to track it and to make maximum out of that, how to get maximum revenue. So I really like the visual screen that you guys have. And at the same time, like I mentioned, low code, there is nothing better because you don't really need a developer. You can get your business people to do it. So Amanda, any questions about this amazing demo?
Yes, and it definitely was an amazing demo. The question is, how would LeanData Slack integration work concurrently with your new HVS integration?
Yeah, so as we saw in that demo, right, you can have those different building blocks strung together. And so with HVS, for instance, as you might want to maybe drop them into a nurturing campaign or one of those different outbound motions that your team has set up and structured, you can then be sending Slack notifications with details surrounding the lead, the contact, the opportunity, the account, whatever it is that's been routed in that instance. And you're able to then tie in all of the details as to why they got put into that outbound cadence.
Very, very cool. All right, let's get moving to the next person. So next up, we have TaskRay. TaskRay makes onboarding customers fast and efficient with built-in best practices around handoffs from sales to customer onboarding and to customer success. Powerful insights into onboarding performance and templates to help you guide your onboarding projects. Today with us, we've got Tim, who's just going to show us, hopefully, how to onboard someone to something and gain customer success in just 3 minutes or less. Tim, you're out there?
I am. Give me a moment to share my screen, please.
Awesome, no problem. We do see your screen. So therefore, I can hear you, I can see your screen. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
All right, terrific. I will be presenting a short skit entitled, What is TaskRay? All right, closed one, baby. Man, I love this feeling, especially since we have this incredible onboarding team that seems to be able to come in and seamlessly pick up where I'm leaving things off to deliver an incredible experience for this new customer. I wonder how those guys were able to do it. I should ask Tim over on the onboarding team. Hey, Tim, how do you guys do that? Hey, sales team, Tim, thanks for asking, man. My favorite subject. We use a tool called TaskRay. The way it works is every single time you guys over in sales close a new deal, a new onboarding project is created for us and attached directly to your opportunity. Alerts are sent to my team and I, so we can jump in and start working on delivering value to your customer right away. And we can actually work directly from the opportunity record with Lightning components like this one, where we can come down, reference all the great notes you guys have left for us, and really deliver that seamless experience that the customer is after. And we can even keep the customer in the loop by sharing with them this read-only view that allows them to track the progress of their customer through this Gantt chart view, a snapshot report, and they could even complete work that we need them to right through a simple email flow without having to log in anywhere. Pretty sweet, right? Oh man, this is so cool, onboarding team, Tim. So you guys must have some sort of a massive project management platform that somehow integrates with Salesforce. Is that what's happening here? Well, not exactly, sales team, Tim. You see, TaskRay is 100% native to Salesforce, which means in addition to working out of things like the opportunity, we can also work right directly out of the TaskRay interface without ever leaving Salesforce, so that I can come in and see a list like this one that shows me all of the projects that my team is currently working on with a nice roll-up report so that I understand any issues before they become real issues. And each member of my team has a personalized view like this one. This just shows them strictly their tasks so that they can make sure that nothing's slipping through the cracks, nothing's getting missed, and they're able to deliver a super white glove experience to every single one of our customers that you guys help close.
30 seconds.
Wow, onboarding team, Tim, this is incredible. Seems like TaskRay must be really valuable to you and the rest of the team on the onboarding side of things, right? Well, certainly it's hugely valuable to us, sales team, Tim, but our value extends beyond that. Here's a report that our chief revenue officer looks at every day to allow her to see where our customers currently being onboarded, when their go live dates are going to land. So we know exactly when we're going to be able to recognize that sweet, sweet revenue that you guys are closing. Onboarding team, Tim, this has been incredible. Thank you for teaching me all about TaskRay. I wonder if there's any other questions.
And there just might be some more questions, but not before I recap all that happened. Okay, Mr. Personalities, great demo. I have watched TaskRay over the years, and it's definitely jam-packed with a lot of different features and functionality. It's got like that Gantt chart, which allows you to also manage the projects. You've got the task as well. You've got the cards. But the biggest point is that you have it centralized in the system. Again, there's a common theme here. Everything is centralized so that anyone can access and really understand where the project is at. Also, when you'll be able to recognize revenue. So thanks for bringing that demo together. Great job, Mr. Multi-Personalities. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Mr. Multi-Personalities?
I feel like I should ask a question for each of the different Tims.
You're welcome to do that. That's fine.
Unfortunately, we only get to do one. And people are saying, good job, Tim. I'm curious which Tim they thought did the best job. So, you know, folks, if you could just be a little more specific, or you could say Tims, you know, we can pluralize it. But no, that was great. Good job on the demo. The question is, for all the Tims, can you create filtered groups of projects, or is the only option to view all active projects?
Yeah. So that was just one example of a filter that I showed in the demo, but they work similarly to list views. So you can filter on anything, whether it's at the project level or at the task level.
Awesome, cool. Thanks a lot for that explanation. Thanks a lot for a great demo. And Alex, over to you. But before that happens, don't forget to stay tuned to pick your most awesomest Demo Jam contestant. At the end of the call, we'll provide the ability for you to vote. So stay tuned. Alex, over to you.
Awesome. Well, the next one is Traction Complete. So are you ready to reach your revenue potential? Introducing complete hierarchies from Traction Complete. That's the effortless account hierarchy solution that automatically connects, builds, and gives you a holistic view of your customer accounts. It accelerates sales, uncover white space accounts, and easily identify cross-sell and upsell opportunities. Today with us, we have Phil Roberts, account executive, to tell us all about the power of the Traction hierarchies. So Phil, are you ready?
I am indeed, thank you. Hi, everyone. Today, I'm going to go through a solution that probably a lot of sales operations teams don't even know is possible, and that's automating account hierarchies in Salesforce. Now, in order to manage account hierarchies today, you have to link up every account that you have manually in Salesforce using the child and parent field. And when companies can have thousands of accounts constantly changing due to mergers and acquisitions, this is a mammoth of a task that needs to be maintained consistently. Our solution, Complete Hierarchies, leverages the information that you get from a third-party data source, such as Dun & Bradstreet, to automatically build out account hierarchies. Here we can see all of the accounts that we have in Salesforce that belongs to the Walt Disney Company. Now, whilst we connect all those accounts, we also bring in all of the related data from those accounts too, such as account ownership, annual revenue, number of employees, and even products sold. So the colored icon means there's been a closed won opportunity across that account. Gray icons means there's an open opportunity, and then transparent icons are white space where you can cross-sell and upsell into. So picture this scenario, you're an enterprise sales rep and you own the Walt Disney hierarchy and all the subsidiaries along that. From this view, I can see a very detailed snapshot of our relationship with that company. I can leverage the child data that we also pull into the hierarchy to start tracking who my key contacts are across that hierarchy. Is there a way that I can work with my stakeholders at one subsidiary in order to get an introduction to the sister company in that organization? The three things I want you to take away from today are Complete Hierarchies removes the incredible amount of manual work that is required to manually link hierarchies together natively. And we automatically update when mergers and acquisitions occur. Number two is sales reps have a clear understanding of the hierarchy structure in Salesforce, which significantly cuts down on account conflicts across the sales teams. By having all of the information easily accessible for sales reps, they spend less time searching across Salesforce to understand their relationships across that account and more time selling into them. The way in which we build account hierarchies, you don't actually need to have all of the accounts within Salesforce. This is because we build them out leveraging the third-party data source that you have. This one tells you who the parent account is, and it also tells you who the global ultimate is. So if you look at an example here, Telegraph Investments, we don't even actually have the parent company in Salesforce. Now, if you were trying to manually build this out using the native Salesforce functionality, you'd actually have to have all of those accounts in Salesforce for you to manually chain link everything together. If you'd like to learn a bit more about how we've helped customers such as Okta, Zoom, and Twilio in growing their business, please reach out. Thank you.
Amazing demo, and in less than 3 minutes. Well, that's amazing job. I have to say, I have a follow-up account hierarchies from Traction since you got started doing it, and I like how it becomes more powerful over time. And also in a world when it's more important to getting more important to provide a good customer experience, having that 360 view of the whole company really means a lot. And I do hope that Walt Disney will give you guys some kind of a free trip to Disneyland or something. So I know a lot about this, but I wonder, Amanda, do we have any questions from the audience? I assume we do.
Oh, we sure do. We always do. This is a great audience, such an active audience today. Super excited to see everybody here. The question is, what type of businesses do you work with that really benefit from Traction Complete?
Yeah, we work with quite a lot of large enterprise companies that mostly sell into enterprise organizations. So the real value of our tool comes when you start working with the likes of Walt Disney, Berkshire Hathaway, P&G, large organizations that are difficult to understand, where there's thousands of subsidiaries that are difficult to manually connect in Salesforce. The other type of company is one with large sales teams. So a lot of overlapping territories. The problem we find, or the thing we find, is sales reps aren't exactly malicious in terms of trying to steal accounts. It's because they don't have visibility into their swimming lanes in Salesforce. With our solution, it's very clear that if you have this account ownership, you have all the accounts and the subsidiaries beneath it. So it takes away that sort of uncertainty of, does this account belong to me? Is it a part of an organization that's outside of my territory? And we see a dramatic decrease in account conflicts when they come on board with Traction.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. All right. Are we ready for our last and final demo jam? I'll take that as a yes. All right. So moving on to our next demo jam contestant, it's Valorx. Valorx provides a more efficient and easier way to manage Salesforce data through the power of a spreadsheet UI. If you're currently using a spreadsheet to manage Salesforce data, Valorx can integrate that spreadsheet with any object inside of Salesforce. Today we've got Jarrett, who's going to show us how to work with that spreadsheet and manage data in any object in Salesforce in 3 minutes or less. Jared, are you out there?
I am. Thank you, Josh.
Perfect. We can see your screen. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Perfect. So welcome everyone. Today we're going to look at the Valorex Fusion product, and this is a solution that brings two very powerful platforms together, right? Salesforce as well as spreadsheets. Could be Excel, could be Google Sheets. And the challenge is, even more to this day, users are spending most of their time on data entry tasks. I think everyone's heard, if it doesn't exist in Salesforce, then it didn't actually happen. So what users are doing is they're spending countless hours on just data entry and not actually focused on their main responsibility. So what you can see here as I was talking, I've immediately retrieved a list of records from Salesforce. I'm a sales user. I want to be able to make changes more efficiently and easier. All data types are supported, all field level security, so I can jump around from record to record, make any number of changes. Again, I get native Excel functionality. I can copy paste. I could actually highlight a bunch of records and set lookup values. So everything's a bulkified experience. You can actually even jump not only from record to record, but from object to object. I might come in here and do some account scoring. Again, make some quick changes, jump back to an additional tab. I'll actually clear out a value here. And when I'm ready, I can just click update. In real time, you're getting an idea of the speed and performance of the product. We're updating close to 1,000 records. Any trigger, approval process, workflow, anything that happens in Salesforce continues to work. This is truly an alternative user interface. Notice we updated all those records, and one failed because we're missing a required field. So the messaging is brought back from Salesforce as well. Let's jump into a more complex use case. So a lot of organizations have processes that they're running in a spreadsheet today. They've tried to get rid of that spreadsheet. They're getting a lot of resistance. Users are more comfortable. It's difficult to replicate this view in the browser experience. So you can leverage an existing spreadsheet, keep the formatting as is, very little change management. And this is actually leveraging a more complex data model in Salesforce. Data is coming from 6 different objects. Information is coming from a quote, opportunity account. And then this is actually leveraging CPQ as well. And it's creating a more visual appealing table that I actually can come in here, change my quantities. You'll notice that even some calculations that are happening here, we're sending back to Salesforce as well. We're reading an approval process, right? So we can indicate to a user what's going to need approval. You can have as many tabs as you would like. Again, native Excel functionality. And then the very last use case I want to show is, when users are dealing with quotes that have high volume, right? I'm going to come in here and select a quote from Salesforce. We'll pick a quote ending in 16. We're going to have around 500 line items here. And again, the same challenge. If I wanted to update 500 line items, I wanted to do things like change a quantity, drag values down. Maybe we're running into just kind of the restriction of too many custom fields. Here I can actually expand. There's no issue with real estate when it looks at a spreadsheet like this. You can even clone records. You can have a product picker. Again, this is about allowing users to be more efficient with their Salesforce data and get them back to their main tasks, which they should be focused on. Again, thank you for watching today's demo, and definitely looking forward to, if you want to bring us a spreadsheet and look at how we can actually automate that and bring it onto the Salesforce platform.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jared, for showing us how to work with spreadsheets. So you are not wrong. Spreadsheets are still highly popular by a lot of businesses and companies and business units and companies when it usually comes to accounting or anywhere where there's like a high volume of math. I find that in my consulting practice like all the time. And it usually comes down to how that sheet is formatted and all of the different things that it's doing, and how that, what you mentioned, is how the data model exists inside of Salesforce. So it's really neat to see how you can still make an accounting user very comfortable about using and maintaining data in Salesforce without logging into Salesforce and having to actually have the Salesforce interface, which is geared to updating a subset of records and then updating like in a sort of a lightning view form. So I really love what you've got here. It's great for those people who can't get out of spreadsheets. So this is kind of like a way to keep the spreadsheet going, but have all the data pumped into Salesforce where everyone can still take advantage of that real-time data. So thank you. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for Jared?
Yes, that was a great demo. Makes it so much easier. All of these apps do. They're automating and saving so much time and energy, which is exactly what we all need. The question is, can you share some of the top use cases in terms of which Salesforce clouds and objects you support?
Yeah, so it's any cloud, but Revenue Cloud, Manufacturing Cloud, Commerce Cloud, we have a lot of customers leveraging this product on top of those, but core clouds like Sales and Service Cloud, like that first use case, just being able to update opportunities. But this one right here, this is our QLE application. We've worked with the Salesforce CPQ product team. Again, customers that are struggling with just volume of lines, being able to clone, being able to add products. Their sales reps are spending hours and hours just working on a single quote. So we're reducing this time for companies like BP, Micron, Google themselves to be able to just allow their sales reps to be able to generate a quote in a faster manner and get back to a customer and actually work on maybe other tasks, sell to other customers as well. So Revenue Cloud definitely is a very popular one, but again, it works on any data model.
Got it. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for that explanation. It really just shows the power of innovation and where folks are going today and the needs of customers. And you're definitely yourself, along with all the partners on the call, being able to provide that all in a single user interface that's slick and exciting to use. And with that, we have reached the end of all of our Demo Jam contestants today. Congratulations to you all before we get into the demo round of voting. Now it's up to everyone else to vote. The poll's on your screen. Alex, it's so great to see you. How have you been while everyone votes?
Oh, I'm excited, and I have to say, just a reminder for everybody watching is that please do not forget to follow AppExchange on Twitter, because you will get information not just about these amazing apps that are coming to the AppExchange, but also about these events, so you can see them live in 3 minutes. I'm so excited about seeing how actually we are acting on data is a new gold, right? Like everybody's hitting that thing, like you have the data, you have to dig into the data, you have to have it clean, you have to have the full insight. What do you think?
Yeah, I think those are very profound concepts, especially when you think about sales and the sales origin. Like they're all about data, they're all about closing deals. So the two things that really stand out to me during this demo jam today is really around customer engagement, customer experience, and then also around data and really encompassing Customer 360, all the data is in one place. Each of these tools showed how they're integrating their data, whether it be from a look-like spreadsheet to a quote experience, right? All of that information is going to be in a single repository. So that way you could have other data opportunities that you could learn from, and you can refine your business objectives as well.
I also have a feeling that every app is very intuitive, very user-friendly. Like there are no requirements, you need to have like 5 developers, business people cannot access this. It looks like it's very accessible and it's very useful, like in every day, especially today, like when everything is heating up and everything is online.
Yeah, and that is completely a way to accelerate adoption between apps on the AppExchange, but also accelerate time to value, right? It's the whole buy versus build conversation. If you can get something off of the shelf and you can get going in seconds or a day or less, at least you have that one puzzle piece figured out, so you can go solve the harder things to figure out, which is people and process. The tech is really, really well figured out for you if you pick any one of the great AppExchange on the AppExchange.
And I also noticed that a lot of these apps, I think all of these apps that we saw today are not just like specifically company focused, right? They're like across many clouds, like financial clouds, industry, manufacturing. So I like the focus of like industry clouds. I think they're like the new big thing.
Yes. These partners, they always seem to blow my mind with everything that they're able to achieve in years and months and sometimes weeks. And the AppExchange is continuing growing. So if you have a chance and you're looking for a solution, I invite you to go check out the AppExchange, and you can search and you can filter until your heart is content. And then you can also go visit appdemojam.com.
I know, and it looks like it's really hard to do this in 3 minutes, but everybody actually managed to do it. And I think everybody's winner for me. Like it would be so hard to vote if I had to vote. Like everybody was so good.
Yay for everyone. How are we doing out there, Amanda, with everyone voting?
Well, we have a very much majority vote, so I think we're ready to announce the winner.
All right,
Okay.
Well, over to you then.
All right,
Drum
the
roll.
winner of today's March 17, 2022 Sales Apps Demo Jam is GetAccept. Congratulations, Jason, and your mustache. would you and your mustache like to do a little acceptance speech of your award today?
Yeah, I would do. I think I hope you've enjoyed 180 seconds. I'd encourage all of you to connect with me on LinkedIn, go to the GetAccept website and schedule a demo. There's so much more in there. I think we really leverage Salesforce in a fantastic way. It's a great CRM, and it just really brings together the challenge that's facing modern sales reps today of how can they eloquently, digitally, and personally sell to their audience in a very effective manner. And I think we do it really, really well. So I just want to say thank you for voting. Thank you for taking part, and thank you for my 180 seconds. And the mustache also says thank you. My girlfriend, less so.
Well, thank you for being so eloquent.
Amazing job.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, Amanda, you want to take us home?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you to all of our participants, and congrats, accept, and congrats everyone. You all did such a great job today. You can install, check out, watch demos from all these apps at appdemojam.com. We'll also have this on YouTube. So we appreciate you coming. Now that you've registered, you can join us every third Thursday right here, same time, same place. You don't need to register again to see the next demo jam. So we're excited to see you in April. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.